My name is Pavlet, and this is Astro Singularity. So in today's video, I'm doing um, a telescope live dataset attempt. So these are all datasets I've bought and I've done. So I have the LDN1235 Dark Shark Nebula, 40 hours of exposure, LRGB. Um, so these are different ones people have done. So I'm just going to do a video on how I process these types of things, how to do it, and also, or maybe not the best tutorial on how to do it. I'm not the most experienced, and more experienced people out there on how to do it, but just my attempt on this. So for starters, I'm just going to open it up. Which one is it? Oh, I have to get it. It is in this one. Okay. So it should be which one? Here we go. Okay, so copy that, take it to here, paste. I just have two different folders, one for ones that, or these ones here, but just it hasn't been altered inside. So in case I ever do want to complete or try them again after I've gained more experience, I don't need to re-download them. They're already downloaded. Just drag and drop them over. So as this is going, I'm just going to quickly show you. So yeah, these are the other ones I've done, and I've got photos here. So Rosette Nebula I did. 78. So that one I did. It's a very nice one. That's this one down here. It's a dolphin head. I'm not a huge fan of processing Halfa and all of those. This one I was really excited for. It's LRGB plus the Halfa, which I'm not too sure how to do. It didn't turn out the best. I'll quickly show you NGC2070. Here we go. So it did turn out nice, but that one's a lot nicer in my opinion. I like how it's got how you can see the formations with the black there compared to mine, which is just goes straight over. Sort of looks like that's a cloud and so forth, which I do want to learn a bit more on how to do that. But yeah, okay, so here we go. Okay, full data set. So normally when you get them, they do come in the blue, green, luminance red already. This one hasn't or doesn't come like that. So I'm just quickly gonna do that and I'll get back to you. There we go. So now these are all done. So I'm gonna first do is open up Surreal, where I'm gonna just quickly register them, calibrate them, and stack them. Okay, so go here, unedited, find it. We're first going to do blue, open up blue. Make sure you do this for all of them. Just change it to blue or whatever you'd like. I'm just going to do B. Start from the bottom all the way up. Add that, convert. So yeah, I will do it twice, and then after that, I'll just skip through till after I've finished, so you guys can just see it. So here's what it's going to be looking like, or just one of the blue things. And then register, and then so yeah, I'll quickly conversion, put it in, change the sequence name, press convert, then go register, where you just press register and it's going to register it all. Did it finish? There we go. And then after that, you just want to press stack. You can alter the settings if you'd like. I personally don't, so you can, if you want to, just press start stacking and it will stack it all for you. So this is just going to make sure it's all lined before the stacking. There we go, and start stacking. So there's that little head there by the looks of it. So that's going to be, I just leave it in auto just so I can have a look at the image while this happens. Shouldn't be too much longer. I personally don't do much stretching in Surreal. I mean, processing, I just do a lot of the stacking in it. There we go. Now that that's stacked, you can see how much more it's come out than that original first photo. Okay, so now after you've done that one and rejection, when it says rejection stacking complete, go back here and open up your next one, green, and oh, sorry, I press open file. Change the home to the next one, so green, and make sure you change the home so you don't get all your things unless you are doing like, unless you are just going to stack them all in one thing. Green, and do all of them. Make sure you drag them all, add, press the convert, and it will convert the files into what it needs to be. Where then you just go register, press go register, and it will just make sure each and every single one of them are aligned so that the stacking can be good. Okay, so I will cut it here now, and once I've done doing this for all of them, I'll come back. Okay, so now I've finished with all of them. So what I'm going to do is go here, create a new processing. Okay, and open that. Okay, that's where I'm going to start doing all of this. So what I'm going to do is go image, composition, RGB composition, close current image, yes. Luminance. So now find your luminance folder and scroll down till you find where the stacked one is, the RL stacked fit, just like so. Now look in your red folder and find the red one. Green, do the green one, and you'll slowly see the image come to life. Oh, sorry. Blue, there we go. That's the last one. There we go. And now what you're going to do is press align. There we go, and save all. So it is a very yellow image. Remove green noise. I'm just going to show you. It shouldn't be able to do anything yet. It's just made it orange than anything else. Just going to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is save it and go save it as a TIFF. Exit that. Open up Graxpert. After you've opened up Graxpert, go here and find the one you've done. Go processing and unsave that one. There we go. Now it should open it without that orange tint. Yeah, there we go. So it is looking like a fairly good data set at the moment. So what I'm going to do is just go out of it and just bring it in just like so. So, and I can always crop it a bit more later if I'm in the mood to. Extract background. Let it do its thing. Denoise the image now. While it's happening, I'm just going to quickly show you the thing I use, SETI Astro Suite Pro. I will link the other great astrophotography YouTuber in the comments. He made this at his own free will. It is free. You can donate to him if you'd like. But this is what I'm going to be doing for my stretching, star removal, and all that. You can also use Graxpert here, but I just prefer to just use Graxpert in the main thing. I think it's a bit easier to see what's actually going on in it. So I'm just going to quickly denoise and do the background extraction. Then I'm going to drag it in there, remove the stars, do a star stretch, do this stretch. I've done hand stretch in Surreal, hand stretch in this, hand stretch in Photoshop, Graxpert stretch, the automated stretch in this. And I might not be doing the stretching properly, but from what I've been able to see, the stretching in this is the best out of the bunch. So I always just do that, and then I save the stars and the image as separate files there, where then I put it into Adobe Photoshop, because I have a bit more control of the stars in if they are just different things. Okay, yeah, that's done, and now just save and save process. All right, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, yeah. So now that it's saved, I can close this, open this, processing, and find the one that says Graxpert, drag and drop that in. And you can just quickly preview it, see how it's going to be looking. That does look pretty good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just star removal. You've got all these different options. I just use StarNet. Make sure your image is in linear when you do this. I'm just going to let that happen and I'll get back to you. Okay, so now that is done. Now you have your two different files. So star stretch, the one that says stars, and just preview it, see how it's going to look. apply to the document, and same with this one, preview. That does look very good. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, now file, save as, and save as TIFFs. Both of them, save as a TIFF, save, export. And now open up Adobe Photoshop, and while I wait for that, I'm just going to make sure that they are both in here. Yep, these are my two that I'm going to be using. So now I can close City Astro Suite Pro. And now drag and drop this one. You don't need the stars just yet. You can drag them now. That's what I like to do. You can do it a bit later, but just drag them right now. And you're going to be thinking, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Just go over to here where it says normal. Make sure you are selecting your stars. If you do this one, it's not going to let you. Remember, always duplicate it. I forget sometimes, but yeah. And then just go linear, dodge, add. That's what I like to do because it just allows that. But yeah, now I'm going to go here, and it is going to be quite bright when you bring it in here, so you can do different things like brightness, contrast. It does look pretty good. You can do your levels. Some people do it like that. I'm not a huge fan. I just remove this one to the right. I think it gets one of the best results. Or this one over here they all get really good results. That'll look wonderful. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go brightness and contrast. I'm just gonna leave like that, and then go levels, and just slightly remove it. Just you can do it slowly, something like so. I'd say, yeah, that's good. So you can see how it's already. You can see it more take place, and you can see the stars in the background. So what I'm going to do now is go filter, camera raw filter, just like so. And in here is where you can do a lot of the big touches. You have all these different options. But I've already altered with that, so I don't think I'll go messing with that too much more. Reduce the highlight, I think, a bit. Shadows, reduce that. Whites, reduce that. And that. Blacks, just leave it as is. Temperature, I think I'm going to mess with temperature too much, just like so. You can do saturation, vibrance in here as well. I might mess around with that a bit later. Texture, yeah, I'm going to add some texture to that. I'm not going to do clarity. Sharpening, just a bit. Color noise reduction. And now the noise reduction, just something light. There's not much noise whatsoever in this. Calibration was really nicely done on it. Okay, nice. Okay, and then here is where you can just alter this a bit wherever you like. What I always like to do is I always like just to go back to the original, just see how that looks. See if I can adjust it a bit to look like that. You can also look at other people's creations and see if you can sort of get it similar to that. So it's more of just a normal, like just a tanny brown cream sort of color. Something like so, I'd say. Reduce that. Bump that up. And this, yeah, something like that's looking nice. So you're going to be able to see the difference. Yeah, you can see that difference quite. So what I'm going to do now is, okay, so do that, and then all of those, and okay, so what I'm going to do is just go image rotation the right way. Okay, so do image rotation clockwise and then flip it horizontally. Nope. Image image rotation, flip vertically. There we go. And I'm just going to do that with all of these quickly. Clockwise, and oh wait, no, it does all of them. Okay, I got that wrong. Okay, so that's done that part now. So I'm honestly pretty much done. I'm quite happy with how it's looking. Um, I can make it a bit smaller if I'd like. I might just crop it a bit up top and that bottom just a bit, just like so. I'm gonna go filter camera roll. Big tip is always go here and just noise reduction and color noise. Chuck both of those to the bottom ASAP, in my personal opinion. And then I'm not liking how there are that many stars, so I'm going to just see if I can figure out a way to reduce the stars. So I'm just going to do that first, see how that's looking at. Okay. But yeah, I'd always recommend to adjust the what do you call it, the noise reduction, especially on the stars, because it does overlay a bit. So it's always best just to get that a bit there as well. You can also turn that up as well, just to get that bit of extra nice sharp stars. And now just reduce it just a tad bit. Like so. Yeah, I think that's looking good with the stars. Like, I think I could make them a bit smaller as well, but I'm quite happy. And now I'm just going to go in here, camera raw, and just do my final adjustments on how this guy is going to be looking. Leave that as is, blacks. Leave that as is, shadows. Just the shadows a bit. Like so, texture. I'm wanting too much texture in there. So how's you can always just go up here and just to that just to see. I actually don't mind that. Yeah, I'll leave that as is. Bump that up to 40. Color noise reduction. Do that, and just in here, just do the final attachment adjustments with the colors. Yep. Okay. I'm a bigger fan of how it's going to let me. It's not letting me go back now. Well, I guess go back to filter, camera raw. I guess just adjust the colors again. Try to get colors back into it. I don't know. I was quite a big fan of how it was looking before. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you can just do your final if you want hue and saturation in here. You can do a bit more of your denoising. Remember, this is an art, so not it might not be for everyone. You might like yours looking a different way. See, I personally like mine, so I'm going to do this like how I like mine. Um, and yeah, if you this workflow might not work for everyone. There's definitely better workflows out there, more detailed, going in depth a bit more as well, on how to process with a bit more detail and depth in your images. I'm not at that stage just yet. I'm still trying to get up there. But yeah, so this is just my image, and I'm thinking that looks pretty nice. I mean, they both look very good. I'm very happy with how mine looked as well. And then yeah, now just quickly add your, if you have a filter, or not filter, a watermark, your logo, anything along the lines of that. This is your chance to pop it in. Pop it in the center. I sometimes, if it's something like this, I'll pop it to the side, just like so, smaller. And if I pop it to the side, I tend to not really mess with the opacity much on it. But yeah, that's how it's looking. I will add the link to Telescope Live in the description. You can always just search up Telescope Live, it will pop up. Log in, select what you want, and there's plenty of different options out there. You've got some one credit ones, got some discounted ones. You got some very expensive, like this one was 16, and I think the one I just did now as well was 16. And yeah, you have some free ones as well if you don't want to spend much money as well. But to access those free ones, you do need to get a subscription. Subscriptions start from I think 16 AUD, and they do go. That is very nice, but it is the HLRGB, and I don't really know how to do all that. And there are a lot of very nice ones out there. Like all these Sun ones are absolutely wonderful as well. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the video. This is just my workflow of processing and Telescope Live data. Thank you all for watching. My name is Pavle, and please, guys.